In this section, we are discussing about what is a module in JavaScript. Normally, when you create an application, there are huge number of lines of coding involved. Ideally, you try to divide the coding into meaningful pieces. JavaScript gives you a way where you can create a module which you can export or import as per your requirement. Especially with ES6 version, there are two important statements: export and import. Using these statements, you can work with module implementation. Before we discuss about variety of modules and importing and exporting, I would like to show you a practical way, the simpler way to configure how we can import or export modules. Normally, when you are working with frameworks like React or Angular, you do use import or export directly. The reason is there is a development server running. But if you try to do it with core JavaScript, then it isn't that easy as well. Let me show you why am I saying this. Let's say this is your index.html where you want to show some content. I'll say h1 some content of the page. Now let's say we want to include the script, but not with the traditional way, but you want to use the import and export statement. Let's say I'm creating one kelsey.js where I have a function called kelsey. Now inside this, I just want to display a message that module code executed. Because we want that this should be treated as a module, you need to export this. So I'm going to write export here. So I'll say export function and the function name. The next thing is, if we need to use the function which is defined in the kelsey.js, then you need to import it here. But if you directly try to import using the import statement, let me try that here. I'll say import. What is the name of the function that I can use? So I'm going to say kelsey. If you want to import with a different name, that is also possible. And that's what I said in the beginning about various other syntaxes. But at the moment, we assume that everything is same. So I'll say import. What I want to import is something called kelsey. Let me also remind you that this curly brackets which I am using is actually the named import. But we will see all these intricacies as we go on. At the moment, I want to show you the basic import statement which can work with your index.html file. Here, I just use curly brackets. And then, where is the file? It's file in the same folder and the file name is kelsey. Now let's just try to call the kelsey function and see what happens. I'll open the browser and try to open the index.html. So this is the folder where we have the file and this is the content which is displayed, and you see that there is some error coming. It says that cannot use import statement outside a module. The reason behind this is when you are using the script tag, you have to mention that you are going to import the module here. So I'm going to say type is equal to module. Now let's try to run the code and see whether it is running or not. Now comes an error saying that access to the script at whichever path it is from origin null has been blocked by the CORS, that is cross origin resource sharing policy. This means when you want to run the module file with the import and export, you need to run some server. So what you can do to try this, what I have done here is I have configured the web server for Chrome inside my Google Chrome application, and I'm going to choose the folder here. So I'll say this is the folder which I want to make as a server. That will be my web server path. So, and then I'm going to switch it on. Once I switch it on, it shows me the URL as well. So what I can do, I can open this URL. Let me do that. So I'm going to say 127.0.0.1. The port number is 8887. So now we are running a web server. So there will not be any issue, and you see that it displays module code executed. So first thing is that if you want to try import or export statement with your normal HTML and JavaScript file, you'll have to make sure that you are running a web server. Then it will work the way you expect. So this was the basic syntax. Now that we have seen how do we execute the import and export statements with normal HTML files, Now let's try to understand the syntax in detail. Let me remind you that to run import export with HTML and JavaScript only, you will need to configure a server, or if you upload on any live server, it will work. So now let's proceed further with understanding the syntax. There are two ways of using export and import for a module in JavaScript. The first way is named export or import, and the second is the default export and import. In this section, we will go through the named export syntax. Alright, so now we have this index.html file, and I have already created a kelsey.js in which I am going to define two modules. So I'll go to kelsey.js first. Let's say I have a function called sum which takes two parameters, very simple, and it returns a plus b. And let's also assume that you have one more function cube which is going to return cube of a number, so which will return eventually a into a into a. So now if I want that this kelsey.js file should export these two modules, that is the sum module and the cube module, then you can use the named export. Remember that there is one more keyword called default which we will see, that is the default export, but right now we are trying to understand the named export and import as well. So here what I'm going to do, I'll write export function sum. Similarly, if I want that this cube should also be exported, then I'll write export function cube. This means the kelsey.js has two modules, sum and cube, which is exported with the name called sum and cube. That's why it is the named export. I'll go back to index.html. Now let's say here I have some content of the page. I'm saying the page content or something. Important point here is I'm going to use the script tag and I will say module. Type is equal to module, that is. That means I'm going to import the module here. That's what we have seen in the previous section, where if you don't write this module, it won't work. Here I'm going to say import. Now, because the kelsey.js has a module called sum and cube, I can say sum. The named import will always have a curly bracket around the name. So here, when you import it, if you avoid curly brackets, it will give you error. If you have default import, then certainly you don't need those curly braces. But that's the next section. Right now, because we have the named export, we need to import with the curly brackets. Now you can certainly import the cube module in the next line with a next import statement, but that's also fine. You can just say that you want to import sum and cube, and you may have more modules also which you can separate by a comma, but here we have just two modules. So I'll say import sum comma cube from what is the file name and the path. So it is in the current folder, so I'll say // and the JavaScript file. So now the modules are imported. Next thing, either I can execute this sum and cube on some event, like I can put a button and I can execute this, but instead of that I'll straight away use the module code. So I'll say console log sum, which is taking two parameters. Next is cube, which is taking only one parameter. I'll say 3 here. Let me just correct this. Kelsey.js. Now I'm going to refresh this. You see that both the modules are executed the way we wanted. Again, I would like to remind you that I have configured the Chrome web server. That's why I am able to run the import and export. Locally, I have configured it. You can also try that. Or else you can upload these files on server and run it. Now, because this is a named import and export, you have different syntax as well. For example, you want to export these modules with a single line. For example, like this, I can say export. I can give a list of exports I want. So I'll say sum comma cube. That's what I want to export from this. Now here you may not have the export statement. What I mean to say is, in this particular file, you may have many functions. But let's say from this file, you just have to export only 2, maybe 5 functions as module, not that all modules you want to export. So you don't write export in front of all functions. So what you can do is you may write export before specific functions in the file, or at the later stage, at the bottom of the file, you just give the list of modules you want to export. Let's save this. Let me also check here. Let me change the value so you get that there is a different output. I'll say 9,5. So now there will be a different output. Let's go back to the browser. Now again, I'm going to refresh and it is working absolutely fine. So we tried one more way to export the module. There is also a choice whether you want to export a module with a specific name or not. Let's say inside this calc.js, this is a sum function. But when you want to export, you want to give the name total. So what you can do, you can say sum as total. Now if you do this, that means you will have to import it with the name total only. Let me just continue the current syntax and see what is the output. You see, it says that the calc.js does not provide an export named sum. So though the name of the function is sum, but you are exporting it with the name total. That means I'll have to change this name here as well. I'll say total, and the same goes to this particular line as well. Now if I run this, let me refresh. You see, it's running now. Now let me just change this back to sum, and here also I'll just say that I want to export the sum. Next thing is, when you import the named exports, you have a choice. Assume that you have multiple exports here. Now you have a situation where you want to import all the modules which are exported by calc.js. This is the syntax which you can use to import all the modules from a specific file. In that case, the modules which are imported will become part of obj, that is the object, and you can use the dot operator to access the members or exports of the module. Let's try that as well. We have already exported 2 modules from calc.js. So the thing is, I'm going to just say, let me remove this. I'll say star. That means I want everything to be imported. Star as, and here is the name. Let's say I want to give name calc only, or calculator, whatever you give, that's fine. I just say calc. That means calc becomes an object which will have this sum and cube as method of it. So now if I just save this and try to execute it, you'll see that sum is not defined. In short, sum or cube is not accessible because the import is now under this calc hood. So now the next thing is you will write calc.sum and calc.cube. Let me save this, go back to the browser and refresh. So we get the output here. The idea of importing all the modules like this is when you have a file which contains many modules and all are to be imported, then you better use this. In case if you are using the modern build tools like Webpack, then it might happen that let's say in this particular code, you have imported all the modules. Let's say you have imported sum and cube, but you do not use cube at any point of time. Then the modern build tools may remove the cube function from the imported library. So it's a kind of tree shaking happening. So you always make sure that if you are using all the modules, then this is a better syntax. But if you are not sure whether all the modules are to be used or not, better to go with individual named imports only. So let's change this code back to the standard way, that is I'll say sum comma cube. Anyway, in this case, because we are using both the modules, the star as object syntax is equally applicable in this particular piece. The way we have exported with a specific name using as keyword, the same thing we can do with import as well. So I can say sum as total. So let the sum be exported from this calc.js file. Let it be like this. But when I import it, I want the name total. So now again, you will have to use total here. So the as keyword can be used with both import and export. Let's also remove this calci now because we don't need it. I'll just save and go back to the browser, and let me just refresh this. Now you see that even though the code is saying total, it is working fine. So these are the basic named import and export syntaxes. There are a few more things, but first of all, in the next section, we'll begin with default export and import. Now we have seen about importing and exporting, but with a named syntax. In this section, we are discussing about default exports and imports. When I say default export, it means there will be one module per file. Generally, you see this approach in frameworks where one function or a class is exported. In other words, you export one container which has many things inside it, and you import that one module only. While exporting one module, that means you are also dividing the functionality into various modules. It's also a good practice in a longer run that you divide your modules into logical pieces. For example, the code which we have has sum and cube. There are two different functions which we are exporting from calci.js. The calci.js does the export but with the named syntax. That means we are exporting the function with sum name and the cube name. So naturally we have to import with the same name. Now if I have to convert the very same thing with the default import and export approach, then it has to be something like this, where let's say I have this cube.js file. I'll create a separate file in fact, but I already have created. So this cube function I should put inside this cube.js, and then I'll just say export default function cube. That's it. At the same time, this calci function, we have this sum function. Assume that we keep this name calci only, or we can rename this. Let's rename this with sum.js. I'll say sum.js. And inside this, I'm going to say export default function sum. So this is the default export. It means that we have only one export per file. Naturally, this is going to increase number of files, but that is a newer approach anyway, where you have more files, which is actually the separation of code. Now, as long as importing these modules are concerned, you do not need to use the curly brackets. So now let's say I want to import sum from the file called sum.js, and I want to import cube from the file called cube.js. Here you must observe that now I am not using the curly brackets. You use the curly brackets when you have named exports, but when you have default export, you do not write those curly brackets. It means you write import and then the name. Now this name is also open for you. You decide what name you want to give. At the moment we keep sum and cube. Let's just run this to see whether the default export and import is working fine or not. I'll go to the browser, refresh the page, and now here we have the output working absolutely fine. But the difference here is now we are not using the named export and import. Instead, we are using the default one. So ideally, we put various modules in different files. So one file, one module. That's what we do with default export and import. Another thing I would like to mention here is that in case, let's say instead of sum, I give total. And here also I'm going to say total. Let's try this. Still it is working absolutely fine. Now the export default basically says that you export with any name, that doesn't matter. Name does not have to be the same with default syntax. This also means I may remove this sum. This is also absolutely okay. Generally we see that if we have, let's say, a class to export, we write like this. We say export default, then we have the class name. Whatever name you want to give, you can, or you just avoid name, and it is absolutely valid syntax. So let's try this now. We do not have any name for this sum, and here we give total, or let's say sum, doesn't matter, but I keep sum. Let's save this and refresh the page. And you see that still the output is without any error. There is also one more syntax where you can export the function. Let's say you have this function which you are writing just like this. Let's say you have the sum function. Now you want to export at a later stage, at the end of the file, that is. So you can write export default and sum. So you are exporting the module at the end. This is also a valid syntax. Let's again go to the output to check everything is working fine. Another syntax you have to export is, you can use export in the bracket, you can say sum as default. This is also a valid syntax. Let's just refresh the page and you see that the output is same. So as long as exporting default is concerned, you have a keyword called default which exports the default module, which you can later on import with whichever name you want to, and you generally export one module per file when you are implementing the default exports. So this means that named exports are explicit, whereas with default exports you decide the name.